Hello, welcome to Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum. We're here working together for the people of Wellingborough. On today's agenda, we're going to do some brief introductions and then we're going to spend most of the meeting talking about what's on in Wellingborough. And if we get a chance, we'll have a go at sort of talking about working together. And then we're back in the room. So, I'm not sure about anything today. It's been one of those days, but there we go. So if we go around, perhaps starting with Joe and around this way, we're just going to introduce ourselves. So go for it.
Good afternoon. My name's Joe. I'm Centre Manager at Glamis Hall for All.
Good afternoon. My name is Marion Turner-Hawes. I am the coordinator of the Wellingborough Climate Action Project and also co-leading on the Skills for Sustainability programme. And I'm also a town councillor on Wellingborough Town Council, and I wear a few other hats as well.
She's got lots of hats.
Yeah, I like hats.
I've got quite a few hats too. So as well as being your host today for Wellingborough Organisations, I'm also a director of Wellingborough Eco Group Community Interest Company. And I do all sorts of, run all sorts of projects, including our community allotment, where we are now, the Eco Hub, which is usually a swap shop, which is why we look like we're in a storeroom. We've also got food sharers, our Happy Calf going on here, all sorts of things, but we can talk about that in a minute.
Can I play the bits I didn't mention?
You can say the bits.
Having too many hats is a problem. So I'm also a director of Wellingborough Walks Action Group, which is the group leading action to try and save the protected trees on the walks on London Road. And I sit on various other community bodies as well. Yeah. And sorry, I always forget to mention, I'm actually an independent consultant and trainer in my own right. Thank you.
Fabulous. Anything else you'd like to add, Joe? Because I feel
all good at the moment. Thank
you've
you.
not said quite as much as me and Marion. So
That's fine.
Fantastic. Right. So the next part of the forum is just talking about what's on in Wellingborough. I think we're going to go around in the same order. So because Joe hasn't said an awful lot yet, I'll let Joe go first.
It's unusual for me not so much.
It is.
So at Glamis Hall, we've got all our groups running as normal. Our day centre, we have dance, theatre, we have line dancing, we have Premier League football on a Friday with Northampton Town Football Club. We have a Zumba class. We now have a choir and a karate group that have started in the last month. The karate group originally started at Glamis Hall in 1974, so we've now welcomed them back home. They came back this month. We have our church, we have the gang show here at the moment, we have our youth club, we have bingo on a Tuesday with a driving test centre for Wellingborough 2 days a week, and we're available for venue hire for birthday parties or anything else people want to get together for. Our next event is next Saturday, which is the 8th of March, which is our indoor car boot sale. So the event runs from 9 till 12, lots of stalls. The cafe will be open and there'll be bacon rolls for breakfast or veggie burgers, whatever we've got. So it'd be lovely if we could see all of you there. And then following that, the next event we have is March the 22nd, which is a Saturday, and that's our race night. The tickets are available through Ticket Source. If you go to the Ticket Source website and search for Glamis Hall, it will bring up all our events that we have on there at the moment. We have, I think there's some youth club events on there, and we also have the Skills for Sustainability courses that are available for people to sign up, learning about energy efficiency, learning about how to reduce the cold spots in their home. We have an allotments course running tomorrow. We have a water safety course running tomorrow as well. So please have a look on Ticket Source for all of our events. I think that's everything that we have coming up at the moment.
Fabulous. And you are a very busy and popular centre.
Very busy, which is great. We love it.
It is. Fantastic. Dare I ask you to start, Marion?
To go through everything, or
I'd love you to go through everything. Like I say, I can. I could say I could edit out the bits I don't want, but no, I won't.
just following up on what Joe was saying about the Skills for Sustainability programme. So we've been running that since last July. By the end of this programme, which is actually at the end of this month, sorry, at the end of next month, from tomorrow, the end of March, we'll have delivered over 40 courses across a range of topics, including how to make things like upcycling denim, learning how to sew, some basic woodworking classes.
We've done jewellery.
How to make eco jewellery from waste. We're
Uh,
doing sign
cooking on-
language.
Cooking
This
on
is
a
like,
budget.
it's like what you call it in the generation game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Name us self-employed.
Yes.
Name us
Skills
a
for
skills for
life.
sustainability course that's happened in the last few weeks.
How to use Zoom would be quite a good one for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I've got a feeling this is sharing some code, so let's see what it does. I don't.
It's not.
It's still all right. Okay, we'll carry on. Carry on.
So we've also so there's been lots of courses as well as including cooking, basic cooking course about waste to taste, you know, how to use spare items and cook really good meals going forward. And that's been run by Jaya, and she's done that a couple of times. And we've also had making environmentally friendly green cleaning products course, which has gone very well. And a range of courses around energy efficiency measures, helping people to understand what they are, things like insulating our home, maybe installing solar panels or heat pumps, various other actions that we can do on our homes. So understanding those measures, what they are, how they might land in our homes, and where we can get good advice about them, as well as looking at organisations that might be able to provide them. This term, so last term we did a range of courses on the energy efficiency measures themselves. This term, we're trying to attract people that want to work in that sector. There's a vast amount of jobs available and going to be available in this sector, because it's, you know, in Wellingborough alone, there's over 12,000 homes that need retrofitting. In other words, measures installing to help them to get to the energy efficiency standards that the government want in place by 2035, which is the Energy Performance Certificate Band C level. There's 23,000 homes in Wellingborough, and over 52% of them are not at that level. They're below C, so there's a lot of work to do. And even the ones above C still need other measures installing. So there's a hell of a lot of work to do just in our town. Across the whole county, it's a similar, or North Northampton's a similar level, more than 50% of housing needing this work. But we haven't got much of a workforce to actually do that. So this term we've been running a few classes to help people understand about the retrofit sector or the energy efficiency sector, what work is available, what opportunities available, where they can find out about qualifications and the sorts of salaries or income that might be able to generate doing the work as part of that sector. So we started that programme a couple of weeks ago with a basic introduction to that kind of work. And what we're trying to do what we're doing in the next couple of weeks is actually going on site to see retrofit in action, you know, see homes being upgraded, as well as visiting. The first of those sessions is next Wednesday, the 5th of March. We're joining colleagues at Griffiths that provide solar and solar PV, solar photovoltaic panels and heat pumps. And they've got a training centre in Burton Latimer, and we'll be meeting there next week, next Wednesday afternoon, to hear about that part, that range of work, the range of opportunities available in that sector now and going forward. And then hopefully not long after that, we're hoping to go on site. One of the areas in this town where energy efficiency measures are actually being installed. At the moment, there's a number of houses being upgraded around Glamis Hall in this area, and we're hoping to be able to have an on-site visit to understand those measures and how they are landing on those homes and the sorts of jobs involved in that. So it's a real opportunity for people to get in at a very basic level of this sector. I mean, there's work been going on already, but you know, we're talking about upwards nearly 500,000 roles needed across the whole country to enable the levels of home improvement and building improvement that the government is seeking. So lots to do. So those courses are available. If you're interested in particularly the energy efficiency measures in action, starting with next Wednesday's session, please go to ticketsource.co.uk/Glamis Hall and book your space. All the spaces are free, but we need you to book your space and to come along. Obviously, our colleagues at Griffiths need some idea of the numbers. So if you can go on and book that as soon as possible, that'd be great. In terms of other courses about to start, next Tuesday, we have the introduction to growing healthy and sustainable food, which is another course. It's actually on Tuesday evening at the Quaker Meeting House. And that is also available to book on the Ticket Source website. There's a few places left there. It's been very popular, but please come along, book on, and then come and join us on Tuesday evening and listen to John and Jonathan. We'll be talking about lots of different ways of growing sustainable food. That's a 2-session course. And then I think the last course that we'll be running before the programme ends is on the 18th of March, and that's carbon literacy training. Now, carbon literacy training is a national programme of training, which is basically helping people to learn about the energy efficiency, the climate emergency, and how we can, understand what's really happening and how we can all respond to it. It's a day's training delivered by our colleagues, Carbon Futures, based in Kettering, and they've been delivering this for the last couple of years. Usually, the places for this course cost upwards of £120 per course, but we've been able to get funding, and it's a free course. The only thing you might have to pay for is a certificate at the end, which usually costs about £10 because it's a national programme. So that course is on the 18th of March. It's actually in Wellingborough, and we'd be delighted to see individuals and representatives from different organisations coming along. It can save you a lot of money coming on to that particular session. And come and learn what we can all do. It's been very productive, and many people that have been on the other courses have come on to other courses that we've been running, but also they've been acting in the community anyway, proactively taking climate action. So that's the Skills for Sustainability programme. There's some other bits to update you on as well. A lot of us have been working on taking climate action for the last couple of years within the arena of the Wellingborough Climate Action Project, but also alongside that. And friends in Kettering, different organisations in Kettering, have now come together to create a bid that they're going to be putting in for national lottery funding for the Climate Action Fund. This could bring into our area up to £1.5 million to help people, community organisations, different community centres and churches and faith groups to take action, to take climate action, and bring in that and be guided with that. So as part of that, Councillor Emily Fedorovich, who's a North Northants councillor, has been leading this project with others linked to Groundwork and other organisations in the area. They have, they're asking us all to fill in a survey in the next few days, so that survey information can be sent in with the expression of interest for this application, for this funding. I'm going to ask Jonathan if he'll put the link for that survey onto the follow-up items for this meeting.
May even appear just here somewhere, right, as we go through.
It wouldn't take very long to fill in the survey, but please do that. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring a vast amount of money into our communities that will be helpful for the next 3 years to help us keep taking action about this important matter. So if you want to have a look for that, wearing one of my other hats, as I say, I'm one of the directors of Wellingborough Walks Action Group, and we are having a quiz. We've been working to save the trees on the walks, and probably you've seen that in the media and various other things. We're still continuing to do works to save the trees, and we're continuing to need to raise money to pay for legal advice to support us in that work. So next week today, we're having a quiz at St Andrew's Church on Berry Moor in Wellingborough. Starts at 6:30, I think, isn't it? 6:30.
Starts at 6:30.
Yeah, it's £10 a ticket, but for that you get a lovely meal. We're doing our renowned jacket potatoes, both meat and vegan options, and a lovely night's entertainment together, as well as a raffle to raise funds for the charity. So if you want to find out more about that particular event, please go to the saveourtrees.co.uk website, isn't it?
Yeah, saveourtrees.co.uk/quiz.
Yeah, so website, and book your tickets. Yeah, and then finally, with my town council hat on, the town council's got
Marion, we've got to get you some more hats.
bicycle hat. You got a lot of bicycle hats.
Oh, I've got quite a few hats there. And look, there's even more hats falling on the floor, just in case you wanted to. Perhaps you should have worn them at the same time. But there we go. Yeah, much better suit you actually. Let's see if we've got that.
So in terms of town council events, there's quite a few town council events in the next couple of months. The first one's tomorrow. We've got the pancake race in Wellingborough, which starts at 11 o'clock. Please come along to that. Again, if you go to the town council's website, you can see if you're able to. I think you can turn up and bring a team, or turn up and join in.
Yeah.
We did that before. It'll be great. It's been such good fun. So that's tomorrow at 11 o'clock by opposite the Hind Hotel in Wellingborough. Then on the 20th of March, which is not very long way, we've got the annual town meeting. And again, for details about that, please go on to the town council's website. That's an opportunity for a number of organisations from across the town that have been doing great work to come and share their stories. And we also present the Citizens Awards. People have had a chance to nominate different people to receive a Citizens Award. And yeah, so it'd be great if you want to come along. But there are limited spaces, so you do need to go online and get in touch with the council and ask for the send. Oh, Joe.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're offended, Joe. Tell me all your stories.
You've got so many hats there.
Yeah, I've got different hats. Yeah. Joe is actually the deputy clerk of Wellingborough Town Council. Just to tell Joe,
Oh, we can't see you there, Joe.
I've been talking about.
No,
I've mentioned the pancake race tomorrow.
Yep.
I've mentioned the annual town meeting on the 20th.
Yep.
And then I was going to mention about the Wendell Walk. Is there anything else you wanted to?
Yeah, so on the 29th of March, we've got the big spring clean
Oh yes.
at the town centre. On the 8th of June, we've got a town garage sale. On the 22nd of June, we've got Windrush Day.
Yeah.
And then we've got the carnival, 5th to the 6th of
Yeah,
July.
15th of July. But
Mhm.
and also not to forget the Wendell Walk. What's the
Yeah.
date of the Wendell Walk?
9th of May is the
So-
friendship walk.
Yeah, 9th, 10th, and 11th of May is the Wendell Walk, and Jo and her colleagues have done a wonderful film to tell people all about the Wendell Walk,
Very good.
which is wandering around social media at the moment.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, people can already book for the Wendell Walk. So again, please go on the town council's website, look up Wendell Walk, and all the details are there.
Yeah.
And just going back to the annual town meeting, as I say, if you want to come, as I say, spaces are limited. So again, you need to go onto the website, look for the annual town meeting link, and let our colleagues at the town council know that you plan to come along. Yeah, that's me finished. Handed that one to you.
That's all right, you did a good job, thank you.
I'll take this out.
Take the hat off, Marion. That's probably best. Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, the last thing
There's more.
about the town council is that on the 1st of May there are elections. So this is an opportunity. So all the town council seats and the North Northampton Council seats will be up for re-election or for election. There have been a few changes to both of those this time. A number of the existing town council wards will go, including my own. I'm the town councillor for Isbrook Ward.
That's my son, by the way, but yeah, usually turn those off.
They the wards have been changed to align with the new wards for North Northants Council. So wherever you are in and around Wellingborough or anywhere in North Northants, it's important really to go on to either your town or parish council's website or North Northants Council's website to understand what the new wards are and where you are in relation to those
And
wards.
check the boundaries.
So
So the boundaries changed.
yeah, because the boundaries have changed as well. So for Isbrook Ward, where I'm a town councillor, that is now part of the new Victoria Ward, which includes basically everything from Findon Road south down to the river, and then across to the main part of the town, and then all of Stanton Cross. So, and there'll be similar changes for other areas, so do have a look. Also, if you go on North Northants Council's website, they run all the elections. So then you can see the deadlines for registering to vote. You can see the deadlines for applying for postal votes, proxy votes, you name it, it's all on their website, and they'll explain that. And if you are uncertain about either how you go and vote, where you go and vote, or what ward you'll be in, then again, do get in touch with North Northants Council's elections team. They can help you with all of those things. So
ID requirement.
oh yeah, and ID. And again, as we had with the general election, we all need to provide ID when we go to vote. The only exception to that is if you're postal voting. So, but you do need to apply to postal vote. But anyway, the main thing to say, it would be really good if everybody comes out to vote and expresses their opinion about who you're choosing. So that's the 1st of May, Thursday, the 1st of May. Anything else you wanted to say about?
No, we've got our new books out. Our
Show us your new book. Oh, show us your new books.
Prints.
We've been waiting for these
They're
babies.
very nice. I'm not quite sure if you see that because I
I
light.
think I've had
Yeah,
one.
they're
then.
funny light in here.
Yeah. But yeah.
Are they still
well,
warm?
I'm
Toasty.
thinking freezing, it's been in my car.
Is it? They're not quite hot. That's freezing. What do you say?
Freezing off the front.
Freezing off the press. I'll pass them round. Spring well informed.
All right.
So they are at the library, at the museum, in the Hind Hotel. There's some in the Stolo Lounge, and in the Redwell and
At the
Wendell
Eco
Leisure
Hub.
Centres. And I'm leaving some here at the Eco Hub as well, and Glamis Hall.
Don't forget Glamis Hall. No, I heard. Joe, we feel like we've obviously you're shocking for coming late anyway.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
it would be nice for you to introduce yourself, like yourself, and I'm sure you'd also like to give us an update on how Croyland Gardens,
Swanspool Pavilion.
Swanspool Pavilion.
Yeah,
But it's also Swanspool Gardens, isn't it? I get
Yeah.
confused. It's the same thing.
Swanspool Pavilion Gardens.
Yeah.
That's it.
So hi, I'm Joanne. I'm the Deputy Clerk of Wellingborough Town Council. As you say about Swanspool Pavilion, Sally's away at the moment, but before she went away, she put in a planning application to try and get plans approved for our ideas at the Swanspool Pavilion. So at the moment, it's on a lull, waiting for them to come back and ask us any questions. Still haven't heard anything from North Northants Council, but I think a meeting is imminent when Sally returns on the 10th of March. So it's all being discussed and all, yeah, everything's going on in the background. We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
And then our next full council meeting is the 12th.
On the 12th of
yeah.
March. And we're hoping to have an update for that meeting.
Do you know where that's going to be? Is that Swanspool House?
Yeah, Council Chamber in Swanspool House. Yeah.
So it's full council town.
Full
Full Town Council,
Full Town
12th of
Council.
March at the
That's
Chamber
why
in
Joe next
Swanspool
to
House.
me is, so she can just spend your sentences for me.
Oh, is that a Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday, the 12th of March.
Yeah, Wednesday.
That's 7 o'clock usually, isn't it?
Yes, starts
Yeah,
at 7.
So we're still waiting to hear then on. What about the tennis courts? Has the stuff happened to the tennis courts?
Well, they're all in process at the moment. It's all being redone and refurbished right now as we speak.
Wow.
So hopefully they'll be finished that soon. So we're looking for, we are looking for tennis activators. People who love tennis and want to help grow the game at their local park. We have the LTA, sorry.
Lawn Tennis Association.
Yeah, It's a new programme that gives more people the chance to play tennis, offering fun social tennis sessions at a local park. So we're after anyone who would like to be an activator and then come along and hire the courts and help people, get into tennis.
So that's the courts in
Responsible
Gardens.
Gardens, yeah.
That are being refurbished as we speak,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. And that's come about with funding from the Lawn Tennis Association,
has, yeah.
hasn't it?
And Northlands Council,
And
yeah.
Northlands Council, so that's brilliant. So
Yeah.
starting to see some changes in the park anyway, as we all wait to see what happens to the
gardens.
future of.
Yeah,
The
the pavilion
gardens,
itself and the
the gardens.
gardens,
Have you spoken to Northern Sport? about
Sally
tennis?
has,
Yeah.
yeah, no, she's been in talks with those as well, so.
Mm.
Yeah, all avenues have been,
Wandered
sort of,
down.
yeah, squandered and such.
And Ben's leaving, isn't he? Apparently from Northampton. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, he came in on Tuesday and said, "I've got an announcement to make." And I'm just thinking, "Yay!" And he said, "I'm leaving." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
But there is a nice young chap called Stuart
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of in and about. So I've met him. I think he came out
he's
to see you too.
NNC.
He's
He's not,
NNC?
he's not North. Yeah, he's not Northampton.
Oh,
He's
he was saying that,
NNC.
yeah.
He's active communities for the county council.
Oh, so he's working with
So he works with the local community, works with Northland Sport and
Yes.
various schools, groups, organisations to get people and families active.
I knew that. I knew that. I'm trying to think
know you
of the chap that is actually running it above him, because I've done a video with him when he was working at the Bembo Centre. I think it's called
Wes.
Wes.
Wes,
That's it.
yes.
There you go. We get there eventually, so there you go. Okay. So is it my go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it? Fantastic. Okay. So obviously we do this forum once a month. This forum is 1 till 2. We open the doors at 12 and we close at 3 if people want a cup of tea, either before or afterwards. The Zoomy bit, the bit that we're recording, is usually about an hour long. And like I say, it's here just to share what we're doing. The Eco Hub where we're in is possibly one of the busiest little places in Wellingborough. Absolutely manic here now on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Literally, I don't think we could possibly fit more people in, but do come along. We do try. So as I sort of introduced when we started this forum, we do lots of things with Wellingborough Swap Shop. So we've got loads of clothes, kids' clothes, adults' clothes, you name it. There's books, there's DVDs, there's baby clothes, there's shoes, there's household items, there's cushions, there's toys, there's games. With our food sharers, which is on a Tuesday 10 till 6. We have food sharers, so that's lots of food from Co-op, Tesco's and Redeemed Foods to save it going in the bin. But we get about 70 people in every Tuesday that help themselves to anywhere between 10 and sort of 15 crates of food. These big green deep things just above Joe. As you can see, Joe's also sitting next to the crisps. I thought that box was full before you sat there, Joe, but
Don't eat hot stuff.
don't you? Well, you don't need to, so there you go. But yeah, so we do things like crisps. Those crisps are currently 50p a big packet, or you can have 3 for £1. Expertly modelled by Joe. There you go. We also have Happy Cafe. Our Pink Emma makes a fantastic vegan stew or anything vegan, and we serve that up for free, usually from stuff that comes in from food sharers. Our Happy Cafe is 10 till 2 on a Tuesday and a Thursday. The swap shop's on at the same time. Obviously, it goes on till 6 with food sharers on a Tuesday. What else do we do? Loads. We've got Tuesday tidy ups on the Tuesday, so you can come and borrow litter picking equipment. Unfortunately, the area does need it, so we do have quite a few people turn out in summer. We only have the diehards during the winter, so there's some really hard welly wombles going around. So there you go. On a Thursday, instead of litter picking, we do eco crafting if we can fit it in. But the eco crafters do come here on a Monday night for just crafting, and that's called So Social. That goes from 6 till 8 o'clock. On a Tuesday night next week. So unfortunately, I won't be helping John present about his gardening thing because I'm at Green Drinks. First Monday of every month is Green Drinks, but apparently I'm doing the second session. So this Tuesday, yeah, this Tuesday starts at 7.
Monday.
What's the first Monday of the month?
Green Green.
No, it's definitely the first Tuesday.
It's not what you just said.
It's always the
confusing
first
us.
Tuesday. Don't be confused by what I say. But there we go. First Tuesday at the Queen's Head on Broad Green. We chose that pub, one because it's my local, and two because it's got the word green in where it is. So it's got to be, isn't it? Really, green drink. Hey ho. Wednesdays we have a Polish community group called Noughts and Crosses. They meet every fortnight, either here or in Tesco Community Room, depending on what activities they're doing. They've been using the Tesco Community Room because there's a little bit more space. And basically it's a children's and parents group. So if they want to play sports and stuff, good luck in here in the winter, basically. But there's loads of crafts going on. Have a look at their Noughts and Crosses group on Facebook. What do we do on Thursdays? I've said that, haven't I?
Yeah, we're on Friday.
We're on Friday today.
Replay game.
We do. We replay games. So we replay board games, and that means Rummy Carb, Uno. Even we've got some video games if you're that way inclined. We've generally got about 10 people in here. We've got enough room. Here I say if we get a shoehorn for up to 20. But it's a good, loud, fun night. And it gets a lot of people out, like the Happy Cafes, to enjoy themselves. The Happy Cafes and the replay games, the replays on Fridays, are also warm, safe spaces from Northampton Council. So we do get a few pennies to give you free teas and coffees. Plus also there are a few treats available as well. So it's very kind of them, isn't it? So there you go. The Happy Cafes are also Action for Happiness Cafes, which means we try and help with mental health. So there's lots of tips available. We do things like Time to Talk Day. We have all sorts of stuff going on with that. So lots of fun things there. I haven't talked about the Nature Rangers, Joe.
No.
The Nature Rangers are on a Monday every other week. That's 10 till 2. 1 week at our community allotment. And then in 2 weeks later, we're out and about in the community, starting off here at Eco Hub, which is attached to Glamis Hall. And then we go out like this Monday. We're actually finishing off the path that we're making good again on Park Farm. So we did about 2/3 of it last time. There was a path going sort of in the green space, and you wouldn't have known it was a path. I just know it was a path because I've lived here for too long and I remember a path being there. It's now a path again. So there you go.
Yeah,
So we'll finish that off because obviously if you do have mobility issues, or even if you just want to walk around that park, you're limited at the moment to walking right next to all the dirty wagons and stuff that are starting off at a distribution centre. The way we're clearing is a much nicer and friendlier way to use. So there's that. And also talking about our community allotment, we have a quite a big plot now actually down at the community allotment. We've moved the working parties now to a Wednesday. That is going from 9:30 till 2:30. Anybody is welcome to join. We generally get about 4 people down there, but if on the Mondays the Nature Rangers turn up for free range, that will turn into, I don't know, about 15 or 20 people. So that's quite a buzz. On Saturday, as Marion and Joe has already said, we've got an allotment course. Yours truly is the person that's doing that. So not sure if we've got any spaces left, but
Yeah,
if
we've
you'd
got
like,
a couple of spaces, but obviously
you'd need to contact us. So
if you contact Jonathan, because he's running it, and then we could provide the information from the last session that you need, so you'd be ready for tomorrow's session. It was really good fun last time, even though it was quite a cold day. There was a lot of time spent
laughing,
eating
I think,
soup.
nice. Yeah.
And eating cakes and mapping out a design for a person's allotment. So yeah, a very good session. And tomorrow, hopefully it'll be more practical stuff outside because I hope it's going to be a bit warmer.
Yeah,
And drier.
tomorrow we're learning about terminology practically. So how that's going to work is I've got a huge long list, and I'll share it with you later, Marion, so you can get mind blown. We're going to take this massive list and walk around our community allotment and go, this is what this terminology means. So that's going to be a very practical session. It looks quite a dry session, but actually I'm going to make it very fun. Then I'm going to get my tools out, which is very exciting. So you can have a look at my swoes and my hose and my Dutch hose and me rabbiting spades, me Newcastle drains, but you name it, I've got them. I may even bring my tiller, Marion. So I know you're a bit of a person who likes to have a game with some tools. So yeah, I've got a tiller that we might have a go on our course plot down there. Because I must admit, we've been quite busy bees this month with many other things. So that bit does need weeding. Before anybody shouts at me, you'd never weed anything with a tiller because it will just chop everything up. But it'll be good fun, and hopefully people will still have all their toes by the end of the session.
Goodness.
And then we're going to look at how to prepare a bed. Obviously, like the tools is kind of the precursor to that. Looking at planting and looking how to look after the thing. So I've got 10 different vegetables that we're going to sow. Got some nice little pots. So if you want, you can plant a little seed in a pot. You might even be able to take it home.
So what time does it start tomorrow, and what time do you aim to finish?
It starts at 10. We'll break for lunch at about 1 o'clock, where you'll be glad to know, Marion, the mushroom soup is making a welcome return, as is all the cake, which we just, well, it was amazing last time. And I've asked her for receipts this time, so we'll pay for it this time. Whereas the Allotment Association and Amy mainly paid for it last time. And then, like I say, in the afternoon, we'll do the other bits that I've just said.
What
So,
time do you finish?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, so it's quite a big session, but it's going to be action-packed and fun. And although, like, I sort of worry about these things, I think everybody really enjoyed it last time.
Yeah, they did. It was very good. So if anybody is interested, there are a couple of spaces left, but do get in touch with Jonathan, because he'll tell you he'll tell you where to come along to, and come and join and enjoy the day.
Absolutely.
I mean, as a person that has a plot up there, although I've, don't get much time to get up there at the moment, but it was really good to learn some of the basics that I didn't know already as well. And there was a couple of people on the course who have got a plot, but are still wanting to learn how to manage it and how to organise it, etc. So yeah, do come along if you're interested, because it's a really good day and the weather looks pretty good tomorrow. So
it's going to be fantastic weather. I've ordered it, so there we go. What else do we do, Joe? Litter picking. We do a monthly 2-hour tidy up every month. Last month we got, I think it was 46 bags out of a park that didn't look like it was very untidy at all. 2 trolleys, 5 tyres, absolutely stacks. Marion turned up at the end and claimed credit for doing it all, of course, but we no, Marion did her own little bit of pick and finished up with us, so that was good. We're also planting 200 trees on the 3rd Saturday of March, opposite St Mark's on Brick Hill Road. So there'll be whips. They're in addition to the 300 we planted last month, or if you like, this month, 2 Saturdays ago, and 500 that we planted on Kilbourne Park. So this year, for the 2nd year running, we're planting over 1,000 trees. Also on the 2nd week of March, on the Thursday, Friday, which I think is the 13th and 14th. Joe will correct me, it is the 13th and 14th. So Thursday and Friday, we're planting a micro forest, or a forest for tomorrow. Never heard of that. Micro forest in Castle Fields with local school children. 2 sessions. We're doing 10 till 12, and then I think we're doing 1 till 3. So we're looking for local schools. Obviously, we're tapping up the immediate schools, including Wellingborough School, Wren, and All Saints, to come and join in with that. Our Eco Club for Kids, who I didn't mention, I knew there'd be one thing that I forget, there always is, will hopefully also be joining us on the Friday, because on Fridays we do have Eco Club for Kids every other week here, just before the game session, actually.
So just to check on those dates then. So the planting opposite St Mark's, what's the date of that?
Knew you'd ask me that, Aaron. I believe it's the 22nd.
Yeah, there is a
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 22nd. Yeah, the
22nd
3rd
of
Saturday, because tomorrow's obviously the 1st of March.
And what's the date?
The 2nd Saturday is the 8th.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Calvary Day.
It's the
So
same
then
dates
it'll
as
be-
7
February.
days later.
Yeah, it's the same dates as February,
Yeah.
because it's 28 days of February. So
Oh, is it then? So that's not going to be the 22nd then, is it?
No.
I got that wrong, didn't I, Joe? Okay, so thanks for that. So yeah, that'll be the 15th then, with my rudimentary maths. Sorry, Marion. So actually that week we're planting trees on the Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
So the Castlefields one
It's
is
definitely the
the
13th and 14th because I've had a conversation about that this morning.
14th of March.
Yep.
And where exactly are they planting them in Castlefields?
They're planting them on the hospital side, so there's a bit of a gap.
Is it over by the dip?
Yeah,
where all the
I
trees
believe
are
so.
in the dip?
Yeah, I believe so. So there's a bit of a dip, a bit of a gap in the hedge. There's not hundreds of trees going in there. I think it's only a couple of hundred trees. But because we're trying to get children involved in doing it, i.e. it's a forest for tomorrow, it's just about them joining in and trying to get trees planted there.
Or in school and nursery, just up from there, really.
We have. I'm also going to be inviting St Barnabas and Freeman's. Yeah, so there's quite a few schools that we could invite. I think because this isn't something that we've had in planning for months and months. This has literally come about over the last week or so. We are kind of doing it on a bit of a speed, whereas the actual third Saturday of the month ones, which obviously aren't the 22nd, as we've just found out, 15th, you couldn't pull a better face, Joe. There's no poker face going on over there. No, are ones that we've had planned in for months. So there you go. And that's about it from me, I think, unless Joe can think of anything else. No. Well, okay. Just because I'd like to say something else. One, what I've said that I'm going to do every month for this forum is do a special visit. So last month I went to the new bike track, the Queensway bike track, or Dillon's bike track, I think it's now been called. Yeah. I took a few pictures and shared them with you. This month I went to Wellingborough Community Friends and saw Yvonne, and didn't really get much of a chance to speak to her, which is unfortunate because she was so busy. Exactly that. So what I am hopefully going to do is share some photos with you. There were sort of vulnerable people in there, so I wasn't in a position to take pictures whilst I was in there. So fantastic things going in there, some very reasonable meals. They do a cracking breakfast. Did some amazing looking drinks. I had a cup of tea and then wish I had some of these amazing drinks were coming out, including hot chocolates with all sorts of marshmallows going on. I was quite impressed, really. I was just thinking it was a fairly basic situation going on down there, but no, they're really doing it. Yvonne is there pretty much all the time, as we were talking about earlier. And what we're hoping to do here as the eco group is try and sort of do what we do, the food sharing bit, try and work together on a few things, because also Yvonne is trying to sort of keep the place going by doing a bit of fundraising, but also try and keep things out of landfill. So there may be stuff that might have sat on the shelf here for a while that might fly out down there. So I've promised her a few books, perhaps some games and things, because obviously they're only 3 or 4 doors down from the library. That might really work down there. So we're gonna have a little chat about that tonight, hopefully, and see what we can do together. But do pop in and see them. Like I say, they're on the market square. They're the last shop before you bump into the church as you walk past the library. And like I say, you're always sure of a warm welcome down there. In fact, Marion, I think you're the one that sort of was talking about having breakfast down there on a Saturday morning with Karen.
Yeah, we go there quite well. I haven't been there very much of late because I've been so busy doing other things, but it's a lovely place to go. And yeah, there's a lot of support from the community, and it's really affordable and really nice food. You can want more nice company, nice food, and very affordable. Yeah, what more could you want, really?
That's a good opportunity to meet people.
I think they're always looking for volunteers as well to support, because it's completely volunteer run. So absolutely, if anybody's interested, I think they probably need to pop in and see Yvonne and have a chat with her.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually. Like every community organisation, just like Wellingborough Eco Group, but particularly down there, the place was being staffed, if you want to call it that, because they're both volunteers, by Yvonne and her daughter. So the daughter was the cook. So they've got a big old sign as you sort of stand there ordering your coffee, volunteers needed. And they're trying to do more than, dare I say, just serve food to people. They've quite often got food like we have available on the side there to take away for people who need it. They've got books. They've also got a raffle going on. Over the next month, they're going to be doing an Easter bonanza raffle thing. So do go down there and support them if you can. Has anybody else got anything they'd like to chip in?
No,
I could say that you look like you've been on holiday, and the rest of us don't look like we've been on holiday. So I would,
natural glow.
yeah, or either that or you're closer to the camera.
Yeah.
We'll probably go with that. Yeah,
Good lighting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's everything that everybody wanted to say. So thank you all for watching. Okay, we do also share what you do. So if you go to the Wellingborough organisation's website, which is wellingborough.org, we have a calendar there. Glamis Hall contribute to it, Wellingborough Library do. We've got various others, including Wellingborough Eco Group on there. It is a bit of a font of all knowledge, and you can go on any day and see what's happening in the town. If you are a community organisation and you want to contribute to that, just give us an email or even call me, and we can see what we can do to include you on that. We've also got various social media outlets. We're on Facebook. We've got the Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum on Facebook. We've also got something called Wellingborough Forum on Facebook and next door. The difference being is that the Wellingborough Forum is for anything, so there's a lot of business posts on there, and the Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum is purely just for
Are we still looking at this?
community posts. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Joanne, Marion and Joe for taking part. Do come and join us on the last Friday at 1 o'clock at Eco Hub or on Zoom. We are here to work for the better of Wellingborough. See you soon. Thank you all.
Bye.